right, welcome to Cyber Tech and Risk. Today we have David Sfiligoi from RBC come to join our talk. So welcome, David.
Nice to meet you.
So David, can you do a quick introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a Director of Application Security at RBC. So I lead a role, my role managed two functions. One is the penetration testing function and application security control assessment.
Right.
And the other function is transformation, where we bring new tools, security tools for developers and also for our application security team, right, our pen testing. So any additional capability that we need to bring, new service, that goes through my transformation team.
Okay.
So, and the ultimate goal of my role is to reduce the business application risk inside the bank.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
One is on offensive security to kind of assess and test. The other is bring the tools, the advice to the team.
To the teams, that's right. To the development teams, especially the development teams, because that's where secure DevOps.
Wonderful. So you work closely with the dev team as well.
Very much. It's actually part of my history. I come from the development team.
You work at IBM.
I did.
Okay.
I worked 16 years there.
Right.
Subject matter expert on cache automation.
Okay.
Anything to do with ATMs, cache dispensing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know all of it.
All the cool technology.
The dirty secrets. Just ask me.
Okay, wonderful.
Especially for the pen testers, I can help direct them into the right place to look into.
Right.
I spent a lot of 16 years in that field.
Right. So you know how the things wire together. You know some vulnerabilities.
Yeah, mechanically as well.
Right. And so we're speaking of secure DevOps. So that's a topic for today, and also very hot in the market. So DevOps already hot, but then you add a security component. What's your view on that?
Yeah. So I'm going to take a different view. At RBC, we try. Now there's different factions, but we try very hard to. Where's sec fit, right? Now, where's the sec fit in DevOps? Is it sec DevOps? Is it DevSecOps? Is it DevOps
position?
Okay. Position, right? And this is very contentious internally in a sense, right? I have a partnership with the enterprise DevOps team,
right?
And the vision, and this is the vision that I try to output as well to the rest of the world, right? Is that there's like DevOps is more than just DevOps. It has a security component, right?
Correct.
A security component into to find vulnerabilities earlier in the development cycle, right? That's part of the DevOps. But there's also a component around securing that whole pipeline as well, right?
The whole thing,
The whole thing, right? And then when you look at DevOps itself, DevOps, okay, it's not just Dev and Ops. What about machine learning? What about all sort of
all kind
capabilities
of cool technology
right?
as well,
that almost have their own field, right? So what are we going to do? Like Dev, Ops, Sec? It's just going to be a long list, right? Ultimately, it's DevOps, right? In essence, right? And the ultimate goal is to build better software faster, right? And safer. Right? That's the vision.
Okay. All right. So embedded security in the whole pipeline of the development.
And now I'm talking a little bit about the word of the definition of DevOps, right? In my role, the place that I play in security development, right? Secure DevOps is really bring the tools that the development teams can use in the organization at the speed that they need to at the DevOps speed, right? And also I'm trying to find a way to, if you have enough of these security tools inside your pipelines, right? Where do we stop or reduce the number of pen tests? So where do because I run the pen testing team, we have a lot of engagement, right? And it's always done at the end of the development cycle, right? This is the overall problem.
Can you do it earlier?
You do it early, right? So bringing security in DevOps is really, to me, is bringing the tools, bringing the process in place, and if I can reduce the number of pen tests, right? Then I think I've done secure DevOps in a pragmatic way.
Okay. Feels like you capture the bugs at earlier stage rather than wait until the pipeline and capture at a later time.
Yeah, and really we don't do, especially the big organization like RBC, we change a lot of component change frequently, right? And to do pen testing at the end of a development cycle, we don't make ourselves friends.
Right.
It's an important function, right? But we delay projects,
Right.
Because we find things that people can't go live, right? So,
Right.
so if we can find these things earlier, right,
Yeah. That will save a lot of time. Otherwise, they'll recycle them.
And really, there's a lot of teams inside this organization that are building frameworks to actually build, like, push code in production, go through pipeline production, right? So we have to change the model. Right?
Wonderful. Okay, that's great, especially how that works for the large organization like RBC. And so speaking of, you have a technology background. You also have security, application security. Is there any interesting story you can share? Just one.
Yeah, I have many, but if I take something more specific around application security, like where I was surprised a little bit also, coming from the development world, is to see how collaborative the security people are, right? We all have different functions, and when there's crisis, we all come together, right?
Right, as a team.
And as a team, right? And then we also bring the rest of the organization with us, right? And that actually that paints a good light for the security team, because now people understand when there's a crisis, what we need to do, why we're here, right? We're not always the most friendly. Well, it's not that friendly. We're friendly, right? It's like humanly friendly, but it's.
But you carry a lot of responsibility.
That's right. We carry a lot of responsibility, and we have authority to make some changes, right, and to demand things. And seeing how, for example, when a large data breach happened in the States, that we know is very popular, right? Looking at how the community assembled itself to look at this, like, wait, okay, is this going to happen to us? Could it be happening? Where's our issues? Right. And all of a sudden, everybody came together to make sure that
collaborate.
That this is not, we're not going to be the next one, right?
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And also, we from cyber tech and risk, like what you said, we care about technology and also care about risk. So especially how make technology and risk work together. Do you have anything you want to say to our?
Yeah, well, I think. So the developer in me, right? So what I think we need to look at this pragmatically, right?
Okay.
I'm used to deal with a bit of an ivory tower of security in a sense, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to change.
Okay.
I'm not saying that RBC is an ivory tower, but looking at the way the industry works, the past, etc. Right? We didn't do ourselves a favor in a sense. By being like that, right? So for me, it's being pragmatic, right? Collaborative with your development team, and in fact, like if we had the ability to scale and embed ourselves with each of them, right? I think we would have a much more positive relationship, right? And success even for reducing risk overall, right? Kind of breaking down that silo between the two organizations that desperately need each other, right? And we need the development team as well to do all of our automation, right? We need to
the understanding of each other and collaboratively working together.
Yeah. So for me, like if I leave a few words, right? This is to be pragmatic, bring security in a practical way, prioritize the risk-based approach, right? Prioritization, right? You can't solve everything.
Prioritize that.
Right? You really can't, and you want to solve everything. You should, but you will never be able to do it, right? So this is key, right? But the pragmatic part for me is really important. Is to understand your client, your development team, and to work with them and to know their challenges. That's the pragmatic part for me. And sometimes we have to give away a little bit of our stance to let them be enabled and let them grow in this, and then they'll turn around and be more.
That's great.
Secure.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, David.
Okay, thank you.